Honestly, I've just logged onto Instagram and people have been asking me questions and someone said, how old are you?
Yeah.
And I've said, guess. They said bloody 39. The cheeky bastards. That's someone I am not going to see. Fuck you, man.
I just heard you recording a... what's it called on Instagram, the little video things?
Like just a video, like a real video.
A reel. I just heard you recording a reel saying the same thing and I died. Oh, I died laughing.
Not as much as I have. I'm better booking that Botox. God damn.
Booking that Botox.
Book it in.
Yeah, jam all that stuff in your face. You ready?
Yeah.
Welcome, ladies and perverts, to the My Wife is a Dominatrix podcast. Coming to you from a dimly lit dungeon.
That'll do.
Every time.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely pointless.
Yeah.
Every time.
Welcome, ladies and perverts, to another podcast. Well, I think this is like number 7.
I don't know, but we are staying consistent.
Starring me, Dan Bandel, and her...
Miss Poison Candy. But everyone pretty much knows me and my real name now, so thanks for that.
Do they?
I don't know, yeah.
You reckon?
Yeah, I reckon so.
How do you figure that?
Well, just lots of people call me by my name now, and I'm like, hey, that's not my name. I loved how when we first started this, we came in all mysterious, and I was just NPC, and then we were like, nah, let's just remove the hood, and here I am.
Yeah, and all your glory.
Glory holes.
All your glory holes, yeah.
Glory holes.
So, what have you been up to this week?
What have I been up to? Work. It has been absolutely boiling. The British summer has now kicked in.
It's 30 degrees today in sunny old Bournemouth.
I can't believe it. And I have been down in my dirty, dark basement, aka the dungeon. What have I done? I've got a load of sessions this week. I've been sessioning today. I've done a load of filming. I had 2 filming days last week, one with Countess Coco and one with Miss Erica Rain. I can't hear myself. You've turned me off. Thank you. I can hear myself again now. So yeah, I filmed with Erica Rain. Went really well, got lots of really good juicy content. And this week, I've been working and I had a 80-year-old man in today.
Really?
Yeah. And do you know what? For 80 years old, everything was still in working order.
Oh, great.
Yep. And he was a real masochist.
That's a bonus.
Yeah, he was a real masochist. And he had really big balls.
Yeah, I think...
Is that what happens when people get old?
That's just a rule of old fellas, I think.
What, just big balls? Old men have big balls?
Yeah, just all nut.
To be fair, he had a big one as well. I was mildly impressed.
Gravity.
I was like, I thought when you were older it was meant to shrink, but apparently not.
No, I don't think so.
No? I thought your nose and your ears were always meant to grow, but I thought your penis shrunk.
No, I think that always grows as well.
Really?
I think so.
Well, some of you are fucked.
Why?
Because some of them are real small and they ain't growing. And I see a lot of them.
What's the smallest?
Like literally micro penis, like...
The smallest one you've ever seen?
Like 1.5 inches.
Really?
Yeah, I needed like a tweezer to help him.
You don't know how inches work.
I do, girl inches. It was really fucking small. Okay, 0.5. I don't know. Needed a magnifying glass.
0.5.
It didn't, literally, it was like a button.
Oh, really? Like an elevator button.
Yeah, and to be fair to him, he had a small penis humiliation kink, so it worked out perfectly. He took his bad parts and turned them into a positive kink.
Oh, really?
Yeah, see, kinks made out of trauma.
Yeah, I think, we've said that quite a lot of times, haven't we?
Yeah.
That seems to be where it's born from quite often.
Yeah, like a childhood experience or like an experience you had as a teenager. When you watched something on the telly and you were like, hey, and then that shaped your sexual career.
Your sexual career.
Your sexual career.
So we've got some new bits in the pipeline, haven't we?
We have got some new bits in the pipeline.
Do you want to talk about them?
Yeah, we can do.
So we're quite possibly due to start video podcasts pretty soon, huh?
Yeah, and then everyone can judge me on my 39 years old face.
They can.
Unbelievable.
All your wobbly bits.
All my wobbly bits. We all have wobbly bits. It's just online. You don't see it as much because everyone airbrushes the fuck out of themselves.
Yeah.
Honestly, do you know what? It's so funny because obviously we all airbrush our photos and some people use...
I don't.
No, not you. But people in the industry, obviously we airbrush our stuff, but you don't want to airbrush it too much because when people actually turn up to a physical session, you want to look like you do. But some people don't, and when you meet them, you're like, whose face are you wearing? Or whose face were you wearing? What filter were you wearing that day?
I've had that a couple of times when I've met people in your circles that I've seen online before. And and you introduced me to them, and I'm like, nope, that's not what you showed me.
No, that is untrue. And I think for a lot of the...
Doesn't look like the picture in the menu, does it?
No, like the food menus at the cheap cafes. And do you know what? Yeah, it's a industry where you've got to look good and stuff, but personality also counts for a lot.
Yeah,
and a strong
100%.
right hand.
Why do you need a strong... Oh, right,
For the wanking dickhead.
Yeah. Oh, dear. So, yeah, we're possibly going to get that done pretty soon. I reckon within a couple of weeks we should be ready to go, right?
Yeah.
Got to finish that studio off.
Yeah, we do.
Needs decorating.
It does.
Doesn't it? We've only done half a job.
We have done half a job. We could probably do it in here, to be fair, though. I quite like it in here. I feel more comfortable.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just because it's nice. I can come home from the dungeon and then I come in and talk about the dungeon.
Yeah, that's
Otherwise,
true.
I just live there. And that's, people on Instagram, I think they do think I sit in my dungeon all day long and just I'm there ready to reply to their
You are
messages.
there all day long.
But, but I'm busy. I've got my hands inside someone. I haven't got time to be texting. Imagine that, the nightmare. I'd have to take the glove off, sort it all out, and then back on the text. Nah.
Maybe you should get one of those Apple VR headset things, augmented reality, whatever they are, and you could just you could kill two birds with one stone.
Oh my God, could you actually
3 birds,
imagine?
you could video it at the same time.
Oh my goodness, we're onto something there.
Hey?
There you go.
Right, Apple, get in touch.
They could wear a VR headset. I could wear a VR headset. It could all just be VR. Do you know what VR porn is actually a massive thing?
I don't think it is.
No, it is.
I don't think it is.
It is a big thing.
I think I think
So
it's
if your
probably
husband
just a bit of a phase.
If your husband's wearing a VR headset, you know.
Do you reckon?
He's like, I'm gaming, babe. I'm choking the chicken. I'm playing choking the chicken. Harder. No, I was doing a fight. I was doing a battle.
Have you ever had a look at it, the VR pornography?
Well, I got asked to do one once, didn't I?
Yeah.
And I was all up for it. And I was like, yay, until I realised that I would have to suck a penis or get my thrupney bits out. And I don't do that.
They changed the rules, didn't they, on the day or something? Or the day before?
I think they were just a cross wires. But like, I'll get a little tit out. I'll get a little butt out. But not the lady garden. The lady garden is a sacred place.
The rancid abattoir.
Oi, lady garden, how rude. You're so rude. Shouldn't laugh too much, should you?
Dear. What's that game that's from?
Dead by Daylight.
Dead by Daylight. It's a map.
Why
on
are you
Dead by Daylight,
laughing?
isn't it?
You shouldn't be laughing.
I'm holding on to my rib. Don't worry.
If for anyone that doesn't know, not only did Dan have a eye infection last week.
You know what? I was thinking about this earlier on. Before you carry on, I think it was the day that we recorded, the day after we recorded the last podcast with Coco. It was that day after, wasn't it?
Yeah. He's broken his ribs.
Yeah.
So
had a bit of a mishap.
You did have a mishap. He walked into
Apparently, I didn't stir your tea enough times.
Stop it. Everyone is going to think that I'm actually beating you. You had a bad eye. You've got bad ribs. You're off work. This is outrageous.
You're on record at the hospital.
No, I am not.
You are. What do you think I told him there?
Oh, bloody hell. He walked into a cupboard. No, all right.
She said I fell down the stairs.
Literally, the only thing I beat on him is his dick, so.
Oh, dear. So, I've been through the wars.
You're out of action.
Mm-hmm.
In all ways.
That's true.
You are.
But then, whilst I've been off, we've come to a bit of a decision, haven't we?
We have come into a decision.
Go on.
You are going to be investing more of your time into us.
Yeah.
Into doing all these things. I mean, it's a busy old world.
It is. I'm not going to get involved with spanking anybody.
Oh, come on. I reckon that would be a good one. I reckon we should get you sitting in on some sessions.
I've sat in on enough sessions, I think, to have qualified.
No. You have to do at least 20.
Is it like, can I do like an open uni sort of version of this?
An open uni course on participating in domination.
Yeah. No, I'm going to be more in the office, eh?
Yeah, you're going to be
a good way of putting it.
Office bitch.
Yeah, we've got a lot of other bits and bobs coming on. We're going to start doing a YouTube, aren't we?
You're going to do YouTube.
Some reviews and bits and bobs, and probably some vloggy bits and bobs when we go to
some cool
events.
merch as well, maybe on the Etsy. So keep your eyes out.
Yeah, that's almost done. That is. We just got to upload the rest of the designs onto that.
Yeah, we've been busy old little bees, haven't we? It's been really nice actually, and I never really expected this podcast to be as popular as it was. I mean, obviously, it was going to be popular because you're hilarious. Obviously.
And handsome.
Okay. Not when you've got an eye infection, but... and a broken rib. Bants. But yeah, it's working out really well. We've been offered loads and loads of sponsorships and stuff, haven't we?
There's a lot coming in. It's all going a bit mental at the moment. I'm not really sure why.
Because we're awesome. I think because it just relates to people, doesn't it? Whether you're vanilla or kinky, like we're a real life couple. You know, you get to have a peek behind the curtain from the things that you see on the internet.
Spunky curtain.
No, I couldn't even have curtains in there. Imagine the amount of spunk on it. Good Lord, I'd forever be washing.
I'm not going to imagine that.
Oh, talking of spunky curtain. I had one of my slaves today do something really lovely for me. They picked up a swinging egg chair. And I was like, yeah, this is useful. This is the part that you don't see on the internet.
That's true.
When people do nice things for you, and it's not just for sexual gratification. Like if you have a decent, good submissive or slave and they truly care about you, they will go out of their way to do nice things for you. My stable is full of lovely people. Like, you know, I get bits of art sent from Reddit. What's that place? Redbubble. One of my slaves sends me art from Redbubble when they see bits that I might like. And then, you know, someone will give me lunch, and I'm always very well looked after.
You are.
Which is really nice. And people don't see that side. They just see someone's hand going in someone's rectum and them wearing them like a puppet. They don't get to see the other part of it. Like, it's actually really sweet. We've got a nice little community.
Because it would just be a really boring video.
We all looked after each other. Just a circle of trust.
Just lots of people being really nice to each other.
Well, I think the world needs more of that.
Who wants to watch that?
Nice porn. You are such a good boy.
It's odd though, isn't it? When you think about it, all the big popular shows is all about people ripping each other apart.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like the Kardashians and Love Island and all that sort of stuff.
Maybe we should do one to counter.
Toxic stuff.
Yeah.
There's never nice bits.
We should just do it like a channel full of goodness and positivity.
No.
Right, anyway.
It doesn't suit the brand.
Oi. We are nice people.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, bloody lovely.
Right. So we decided to do the A to Z of fetish and kinks. Now, a lot of these things that I'm looking at, I do not know how to pronounce.
Oh, sorry. Just getting comfy.
Do you want to guess what they are, or should we just go straight into it and talk?
You can do whatever it is you want to do, my girl.
Okay.
What are you feeling?
Well, let's just have an informal chat.
Should we wing it?
You're not in trouble, but we're going to have an informal chat.
Mm-hmm. In the car park or?
No, in the office. Right. A. We'll start on A, obviously.
Mm-hmm. Crazy.
A basiophilia. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. A basiophilia.
Really? Okay.
This one is often described as a fetish for mobility aids, mobility aids such as braces, casts, or wheelchairs. But it also describes the attraction to people who rely on such aids.
So if you ever fancied Forest Gump,
yep,
that's why.
Yep. Or if you're masturbating furiously over your friend's broken arm in a cast, that's one for you.
Well, that's an odd one. I've not heard of that one
We started
before.
on a real weird one.
Isn't it? That's very strange.
No, it's not a weird one. It's not that people... It's like a bit med fetish, isn't it, as well? Like, you'd probably classify it under that. It's like medically based, but yeah.
But it's a real particular part of the med scene, isn't it?
Yeah, like you just like bandages and casts and stuff. I suppose that maybe that could come from like playing doctors and nurses as a kid.
Yeah, do you reckon it's just like hospital type stuff, you know, like crutches and that sort of
like
or do you reckon it's like
aids.
Oscar Pistorius style?
No, I don't think.
Where's the cutoff?
I've no. Oh, that was very good.
Oh my god!
Very clever. I nearly missed that one. Yeah, I don't know where the cutoff is, but I do think these kind of things do stem from like doctors and nurses or watching stuff on telly. That sort of thing.
Really loved Casualty as a child.
Can you imagine? People in America, do they know what Casualty is?
No,
what would their version of
probably
Casualty be?
ER or something?
Yeah.
What do they have? Wasn't that Clooney?
Something, ER room or something.
Yeah. Some sort of thing.
Something, I reckon that's probably where it comes from. Right.
Yeah, maybe.
Acoustic philia. It is what it says on the tin.
Yeah.
Sexual arousal from specific sounds.
Okay.
Your partner's voice. Perhaps. Or if your neighbours are very unlucky, air horns. Imagine that. So at Bitches Unleashed, we use air horns and it drives everyone nuts.
Why do you use air horns at Bitches Unleashed?
To get everyone's attention, and then when you press the horn, everyone has to get down on the floor who's a submissive for 5 seconds.
All the submissives have to kowtow.
Hit the floor. Yeah. But
Okay.
it's the loudest air horn, and I always get given one, so
Oh,
I'm going to go mad with the air
Really?
horn. Yeah, dude.
Do they not know you up there?
Apparently not. So yeah, imagine that, like hearing an air horn and just getting an erection, like, oh god, yeah. Oh my, oh yeah.
Such an awful noise, isn't it, an air horn?
God, I would love to do a session of that.
Would you?
Yeah, I think that'd be hilarious. Like you could do stop, start, stop, start. Can you? You'd be like,
what,
air horn,
what were they called
go.
again? Auto? No, what were they? You've forgotten them.
Acousticophilia.
Acousticophilia.
Yeah, like acoustic.
Do you reckon we've got any
But
acousticophilias
do you know what?
listening?
Yeah, definitely.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, 100%. Because ASMR.
Do you reckon I'm giving somebody a stiffy?
You are like this. Look. Oh, those are my nails across the microphone. All of that ASMR.
Yeah, I mean, that irritated me immediately.
Yeah, that irritated you. But if you go on YouTube and everything, like like in lockdown, ASMR was like the big thing.
Really?
Yeah, it's a huge thing.
Not for me.
And people get off to audio stories as well, erotically played audio stories.
I probably would if Sir David was
Or Mr. David Attenborough.
reciting. Didn't you? Did you say Mister?
Mr. Sir David Attenborough.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'd probably have a half mask going if Attenborough was reading a bit smut.
I really hope that Attenborough doesn't listen to this.
I can't imagine he does.
Okay, here's another one.
Yeah, go on.
Acrotomophilia.
Acrotomophilia.
Acrotomophilia, what a wonderful
Not
face.
a clue.
It is a sexual interest in amputees.
Okay.
Legs are more popular than arms. Single amputations are more popular than double. And stumps more popular than no stump amputations.
Really?
Yeah.
Who did a poll on that?
I have no idea.
Who did a poll on that? I sound like an owl. Who done it?
Who is doing these polls? Where are these statistics coming from? I always wonder where statistics are coming
I'd like
from.
to have a conversation with the, let's be honest, chap that did that.
Yeah.
I'd like to go and speak to him about.
To be fair,
about his
it's sort
poll.
of the same. Yeah, it could go hand in hand with the old bandage fetish we've
Was that
just
another
covered.
joke? Did you just do a joke?
No, I didn't even realise I made it. Bloody hell, wasted. Bloody wasted.
Dear.
I'm probably saying all these wrong, by the way, so don't hold me to it. Okay, acrophilia.
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 Is that something to do with acrobats?
It is for some, heights induce vertigo. For others, it's tingly bits time. So heights get you hot.
Okay.
I am the complete opposite of that. I absolutely hate heights, even though we rock climb.
Yeah.
I'm a real pussy for heights.
You are.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got worse, actually.
Yeah, as I've got older, I've got worse. I don't know what it is. The
I
fear.
think it's because, when you hit 39, I suppose, you probably
Oh, shut
start
up.
spiraling.
You're outrageous.
Start spiraling.
Piss off, pal. Okay, this one's funny. An acuculophilia.
Really like the Aussie bird, the kookaburra.
The acuculophilia. It is a fetish for circumcised penises. Not just a preference. It is an actual fetish.
Okay.
Yeah, I can see where that comes from. Sometimes, it's nice to have a sleeping bag, and sometimes it's not nice to have a sleeping bag. It depends.
Yeah.
I suppose it depends what the sleeping bag looks like. Some sleeping bags just take over the whole of the penis, don't they? They really sleep in that bag, and some like to pop out.
Yeah.
A lot. Do you know what is actually really common? Something that I see and people don't talk about is I see a lot of men and they have tight foreskins to the point where it looks like it hurts, or they can't pull it back properly, or it is. I know this one guy and his foreskin was so tight he had to hump a pillow. He couldn't wank or anything. He had to rub himself against a pillow to get off because his foreskin. And I was like, have you ever been to the doctors about it? And he was like, no, I'm embarrassed. And I'm like, just go and see the doctor. They can chop a little bit off or help you. But I see it's really, really common. Lots and lots of guys do actually have a really tight foreskin, and it does cover the whole of the bell. The bell.
Oh, well.
So you learn something new every day.
Should have saved that one for the end.
I do not offer this operation, but yeah, go and see a doctor. It's more common than people think, and it's actually a really easy operation. They just snip a little bit off the top, and then Bob's your uncle. You can wank like a pro.
It sounds like an easy operation for you because you don't have a bell end.
Yes, but I also have a vagina.
But
that can
the way you
stretch.
just said, snip a bit off the top.
Just
For every man that was listening just then, they shivered a little bit.
Just snip a little bit off.
Just a little bit of a shiver went down their back.
Okay. But would you rather deal with having to hump pillows for the rest of your life, or just
I missed it.
Hump pillows for the rest of your life? Or
does it have to be the same pillow?
And you've got to think about clean. Yeah, it's got to be the same pillow, and you've got to think about cleaning and cleanliness and stuff like that.
Can it be one of those V-neck pillows? You know, the V-shaped ones.
Yeah, you can have one of them.
Am I allowed elastic bands?
No, you're making this too much now. You've gone too far. Stop it now. Pack it in. Get out. Right, here's a good one. Aglamatophilia. Aglamatophilia.
Aglamatophilia. Don't know.
Okay. It's a sexual attraction to mannequins, statues, dolls, or other figures.
I did know.
There you go.
Oh, I thought I did know that one. That's a shame. I've read that one before somewhere.
I have a mannequin in the dungeon that's dressed as a gimp. I wonder if anyone's ever looked at it and gone, oh, yeah. They're like, no thanks, Miss Poison, not you, but the gimp in the corner.
Does this one coincide with the previous one? The one where they like legs and arms cut off?
No.
Because mannequins have rarely got arms,
No, it says statues. You can have normal statues or dolls. Dolls have all their arms and stuff.
I think if you're getting sexually aroused by dolls, that's a whole other section, surely. That's got a different name.
It's just not sex dolls, just like dolls and like, inanimate objects, I guess.
Okay.
Apparently, one gardener was discovered with his penis against a Venus de Milo statue. Wow.
Oh dear.
Okay, next. Agnophilia. Agonophilia.
I've got no idea.
Agonophilia. It's getting off on fake violence, such as a role play where one partner pretends to struggle, or items associated with violence, such as boxing gloves. What? Imagine trying to wank with boxing gloves. Do you know what? Actually, I've got a couple of sessions coming up this week. I'll let you know how it goes.
Oh gosh, really?
Oh my god, yeah. I'm going to box with them, and then I'm going to get them to try and finish the job with boxing gloves on. I think that would be hilarious. And do you know what? I reckon they'd reach completion.
Oh, you reckon? It'd be like watching a sea lion masturbate. Do you know what I mean?
It would, yeah. Yeah.
Like one of those big old sea lions, the big old boys.
Yeah, the big ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I reckon that's what it's going to look like.
Yeah. Yeah, there's some weird ones in there, isn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go on.
Okay. Agrexophilia.
Agrexophilia?
Agrexophilia.
You really like Greek people?
No. They are like shy exhibitionists. They don't want others to watch them having sex, but they want other people to know about it.
Right.
So, I guess, like when you hear people banging next door and they're like, like, maybe like that.
Don't
maybe
ever hear that here.
Like. No, we do not hear that here. I'd be haunted if I heard this here. No, thank you.
Oh, I have to hold my ribcage every time
Stop it.
It's so bad. Oh, that's a weird one. But okay.
Yeah. Okay, one more for the A's.
Yeah.
All orgasmia.
All orgasmia?
All orgasmia.
Is that where everyone gets to have an orgasm?
No. It is needing to fantasize about someone other than your partner in order to orgasm, also known as marriage.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I think that's a really common one, to be honest, in this day and age. I reckon lots of people pretend, don't they? They're like, put a pillow over the head and...
Do you reckon?
Yeah, I reckon that's probably
Who's your go-to?
You, of course, my darling.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, you're cute.
You're welcome.
Right, let's go on to the next question.
Alvino I can't even pronounce it.
Alvino
Lagnia.
Yeah.
Alvino Lagnia. I can't say these words.
Surely it's got something to do with wine.
No, it's a sexual attraction to tummies.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Anastemophilia. Why can't they just come up with names that are like what the thing is?
What do you mean?
Like, none of these you could guess, could you?
Okay, so what would
Could you? A sexual attraction to tummies, like...
What would that be called?
Tum fetish. Tum lagnia or something. Have the word, or stomach fetishia or something. Just something that indicates...
It probably is the word, but in Latin.
Bloody Latin people. Who even knows Latin anymore? Come on now.
Well, it's dying, isn't it?
I need to do an up.
dying out.
An updated version of the kink dictionary.
But who's going to do that? You? Everything's just going to be called Tommypedia.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Anastemophilia.
Anastemophilia.
Yeah.
No idea.
My tongue is not working today. Requiring sexual partners of vastly different height to you.
Okay. So wanting a real short person,
like
or
a real short one,
person.
or like a really tall one.
Okay.
Yeah, I like the giantess stuff. Like,
that sounds like
really
more
tall.
of just like a tick box exercise. Like,
No.
I remember I banged that real tall lady one time.
No, like this is an actual fetish for them. Like they actually love it. Like they need it almost to get off.
When does it stop? Like, are these kinks or fetishes? And also, where does the line stop? When does it stop being?
So a kink is.
Am I going to be allowed to ask my question?
No, you're not ever allowed to ask.
Mrs. Paragraph over there.
Do you want me to punch you again in the ribs again?
Where does the kink stop being a kink and start being a fetish?
Okay.
Or the other way around?
All right. So a kink is something that you like, that you enjoy, that you like to indulge in. A fetish is something.
Please give me examples.
I like power play and control, but I don't necessarily need it to come. I can play with it beforehand, but it doesn't have to be in a sexual way. Like sometimes if I boss you around and then I'm like, let's go fuck, that's enough for me. But I don't need it to get off. A fetish is when you need that. Like someone's fetish is, I need anal to come.
Yeah.
Or I need penetration to come. That's your fetish. Or I need to be wearing rubber or latex. Like that is a very specific. Or it can just be a kink. Like I like latex. It enhances the experience. But you don't need that particular thing. A fetish is something that you're really into. Like that's why a lot of them are really specific, because they are like really specific things to people in order to help them come.
I get what you mean. So it's kind of like I really like burgers.
Yeah.
And I'll eat burgers all day long. But if you put some bacon in that burger.
Yeah. Then we're cooking on gas.
Then we're getting somewhere.
Yeah, then you're getting hard over it. It makes you hard. Whereas a kink is something like, oh, I like mummification. I like this. I like that. But some people will need to be mummified to really reach orgasm. Like some people really like that, and that's what they will.
That's the only way it's going to work.
Like one of my slaves, Maid Michelle, they didn't know really what their kinks and stuff were.
Yeah.
And so we tried loads of different kinks, and I would say their fetish is mummification.
I was not going to get that from the name Maid Michelle.
No.
I assumed it was more,
Sissification. They like that, but that's more of a kink than it is now their fetish, because kinks and fetishes can change because it is fluid.
They're ever evolving.
Yeah, they are ever evolving because, one day you might like peanut butter and the next day you might like Marmite. It's the same with kink. You don't have to go in all guns blazing. Like you don't have to, if you're part of one club, doesn't mean that you can't be part of another club. And I think that's what a lot of people tend to think when they join the kink scene. Like, this is my kink.
It is a trap that people fall into. They'll fall into a kink and then get bored of it, and rather than going and exploring different kinks, they'll just leave the scene.
Yeah, they'll leave the scene.
It's odd. I have noticed that a couple of times. But sometimes they have drifted back towards the scene again, haven't they? Like a few months or a year or so later.
Well, sometimes people don't need kink every day. So some people need kink every day.
I'll find one to talk.
Need kink. Well, I do. Obviously, that's my life.
Gimme.
I know, can't get enough. Is kink ever too much? Yes, sometimes. But some people like kink every day. Some people like kink once a week. Some people want to scratch the itch every 6 months, and some people will scratch it once a year. Like, everyone is different. There is no rules to how often you have to do it.
Yeah. Do you find that the more what I would refer to as the more extreme kinks, do you find they do it less frequency?
No, I think they do it more often.
That was not a good sentence.
No.
But you know what I mean? Do they do it less frequently?
No, I think they do it more.
The ones that have the more extreme
ones,
stuff
they
want to do it more often.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. That's what I found. Yeah.
How strange.
Yeah.
I
because
totally
they're
thought
more
that
invested.
would be the other way.
No, they're more invested in it. There is more setup. It's more tight. Like, they're just more.
Really?
Yeah, because it's generally, when they're into really extreme things, it's normally a fetish. So it is all encompassing of their.
I'm going to have to remember that question next time I'm around some perverts. I want to know why.
Yeah. Well, you can ask them.
I'm gonna.
Good. I'll do it. Right, anyway. Antholagnia. Antholagnia.
Antholagnia.
Yeah.
No idea.
It is a fetish for flowers.
Okay.
likely to get you banned from the Chelsea Flower Show.
So that's an old people fetish. Gotcha.
No, hey, we like plants. Yeah, we do.
Yeah, not to the point that I want to hump them.
No, you don't have to hump them. You can just masturbate over them.
All that.
Or you can have sex whilst they're around you. And you can look at them and go,
watching?
Oh,
Do I
my
need to get
Peter.
I need a multi-pack of googly eyes. Stat. We're going to get weird tonight.
Gonna get weird. Androidism.
Yeah, I can figure that one out.
Yeah.
I got that.
Fetish for human-esque robots.
Okay.
Or pretending to be robots. So that's also like incorporated into drone play. And that's something that I've been doing with a few of my lot recently. They seem to be into the old drone play, which is like conditioning their mind.
I was about to say, I know you're not going to explain that to me. You've got to, surely.
Yeah, so like you take away the human side of the person and they become like an object. And it's all about taking away the senses, a bit sensory.
Do you mean like drone as in like the literal meaning of the word drone?
Yeah, like drone. You know, like iRobot.
Yeah.
Like iRobot.
Yeah.
You are powering them and conditioning them to be what you want them to be. They're the robot. You're telling them what to do.
Turning them into an NPC.
Yeah, sort of thing. But you're NPC and it's trained to do what you want it to do.
Yeah.
So like certain triggers, certain commands, certain clicks, things like that, certain noises can trigger them to do certain things.
You get them to do tricks.
Yeah, kind of.
Nice.
Right.
Go on.
A Viso Domini.
A Visa Domini.
Yeah, a Visa Dummy.
No.
Okay, well, you better hide the Sunday roast because this one's about stuffing chickens in a socially unacceptable way.
I'm sorry, what?
Yep.
Stuffing chickens in a socially unacceptable way.
Yep, I think that means sticking.
I don't know if that's something
penis.
anybody does socially, is it? Mm-hmm. Does anybody get the lads around to stuff chickens?
I don't
that's
understand. Really not really. I think they're just saying a socially acceptable way is to put your hand in the chicken and stuff it.
Oh,
I think
hold on a minute.
Penis. Oh, what were you thinking then?
Right, gotcha.
I think people are putting
I thought, right.
their bits and pieces into chickens.
I feel like a silly Billy.
You feel like a silly goose.
I thought you meant like putting the stuff in the chicken in a weird fashion. I was thinking, how can you do that weird?
No, I think that is sticking. I literally think that's sticking your dick in the chicken.
It is. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
I just understood what you meant. That's why I was confused.
I mean, it doesn't need to be a chicken. Good luck getting an ostrich to go along with it.
Yeah. Yeah, I reckon they'd fight back.
They would. They'd be quite pecky. Although, yeah. Hopefully it's dead when you're stuffing it. But please.
Oh, no. Okay.
All right. Let's move on from that. It was disgusting and I didn't need to read that. Axillism.
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 You really like to watch Beverly Hills Cop whilst masturbating?
No, it is an armpit fetish. You would like to put your tongue or todger into the warm folds of a lovely armpit.
Nope.
Do you know what? Actually,
nope.
Talking of armpits, it's quite oftenly requested that I have a video of someone worshipping my armpits or me flexing, and I'm like, look at my armpit.
Really?
And they're like, oh, mistress, what lovely armpits you have.
Really?
Yeah, it's a really big thing. Yeah.
Well, you've got ugly feet, so...
Oh! My armpits are the next best thing. Please enjoy wanking over my pits.
Oh,
yeah,
dear.
like armpits. People are loving armpits. Some like it with hair, some like it without.
Yeah.
Armpits are the new pussies. I'm going to get on a t-shirt.
Oh, my gosh.
Armpits are the new pussies. Well, you can have them hairy. You can have them shaved. They're warm.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes wet. There you go. And if you put your finger in between your armpit, it looks a bit like a pussy.
It does a little, yeah.
Yeah, there you go then.
Yeah.
So it's not so crazy.
Well, there you go.
Mm-mm-mm.
There you go.
So,
absolute bombshell.
There we go. We've learnt some new things today, haven't we?
We have.
We have. Let's move on to B.
No, there's more. Okay.
Yeah.
That was just A.
Yeah.
We're not doing A to Z in one podcast, surely.
No, we're not. We're just going to talk,
gosh.
like, I don't know, A to D. I don't know. Let's see how we get on. I mean, you don't have to do it.
Yeah, no, go for it, girl.
But the next one is ball busting.
Yeah, I know what that is.
What is it then?
That's where you bust the balls.
How?
Anyway, you see fit, really.
Give me some methods.
Stamping.
Ooh, you went straight up in there.
Mm-hmm.
So kicking, slapping, squeezing, anything that involves torturing some testicles.
Yeah, I've just brushed past mine and it hurts.
My favourite, I did a clip with Uberlet a little while ago.
What's Uberlet?
An Oublet is another filming company.
Okay.
They have their own dungeon, and I went and filmed with them for the day, and it was brilliant. And they had a slave that could take a really good ball busting. And so, me being creative, all you ever see is just girls kicking people in the nuts. And I was like, do you know what? I want to box those nuts. So I was just using his nutsack as a boxing thing.
Like a speed bag.
Yeah, like speed bag. I was like, yeah, and doing like karate kicks at his balls and stuff. And it wasn't obviously the most sexy video, but it was fucking brilliant. I had a good time.
For those of you that can't see the podcast, which is everybody because we don't video it yet, MP is currently flailing around the studio.
I'm getting fit. How do you think I keep in all good condition?
Showing me all of these boxing moves that she did on somebody's testicles.
Yeah. That's how Doms keep fit these days. It's all about the ball busting.
Dear.
Do you know what? I also did a video once called it sold. It actually sold the other day as well. It was one of my first videos. And I did it in this room when this used to be the dungeon.
Yeah, go on.
And it was called the Pain Olympics.
Oh, I remember that.
And I had 2 slaves here, and they had to pick a card out. And whoever got the wrong card got smacked or kicked in the nuts. And it was absolutely hilarious. They were both shitting themselves because I wouldn't show them the card. And I'd just go for it.
And that was years ago.
I know. That was brilliant. That was one of my first videos I did here. It was so funny.
We should do that again, but like a big one at a social.
Oh my
like an
God.
Olympic Games.
Could you imagine?
Olympic sub-games.
That would be hilarious.
That'd be good, wouldn't it?
I mean, the Olympics are on right now.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine getting some of them to do the gymnastic display.
So it's not going too well, is it? I've seen on the.
I don't know. I haven't really
on the
watched
news.
it.
Well,
been
the
too busy
river
in the
they're meant to
dungeon.
swim in's buggered, so they
really?
can't do that.
No.
There's a lot of people getting robbed.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the opening ceremony apparently was terrible.
Yeah, it wasn't like the Beijing one was meant to. Yeah, the Beijing one was banging, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's get back to it. Sorry, we keep going off on a tangent again. Balloon fetish.
Ooh.
Oh, I wonder. Do you know the nickname for them is actually looners?
Yes, I did know that.
They get their kicks from inflating, popping, or rubbing themselves against balloons.
Yeah, we watched a documentary about it, didn't we?
We did, and there is actually someone on Twitter that makes inflatable suits. So it's not just balloons. People make inflatable crocodiles and stuff, and they put themselves inside the inflatable crocodile, and then they fuck like a beach ball. Like they honestly, it's a thing that there's a guy and he's got like this room full of inflatables.
And to be fair, they are the funniest videos on the internet.
They're incredible. There's one where he's in an inflatable orca, and he's fucking a kangaroo.
Yeah.
And I can't. It is just. And
they're so funny.
They're so funny. It's like squeak, squeak, squeak.
If you
squeak.
put that music on in the background, that you know the tune.
Benny Hill.
Benny Hill. So you put that on in the background. Oh my God, they're funny.
I know, but people will buy those videos and they will also wank to them. So
yeah, more
different
power
strokes
to you.
for different folks. Do you know what? I think it would be really funny to get inside of one of them. They even do inflatable couches and chairs. I was looking into it for some of my videos.
Yeah.
You know, like when you were a young girl in the 2000s and you had all your inflatable furniture and backpacks.
Mm-hmm.
I never thought I would see the day where there's a man inside the inflatable sofa.
Inside the sofa?
Yeah, inside the sofa. He is the sofa. He's in it and you sit on the sofa.
But it's still inflated?
Yeah.
And he's inside it.
Yeah.
So it's like one of those those, what are they called? Orbs? Zorbs? What
like
are those things called?
Zorb balls.
Yeah.
But I think they obviously got little holes so they can breathe because otherwise, that's a lot. I think I would be too claustrophobic to get inside an inflatable myself.
Do you think?
Yeah, 100%. I'd be like, oh, if I get stuck in like, I don't know, like I'm in Primark changing room and I get stuck in a piece of clothing, I'm like,
what are you doing in Primark?
Trying to rip it off. I know I'm not allowed there. You've banned me.
I did ban you.
You did ban me. You did ban me from there and I haven't been in there for a while.
Really?
That's a lie.
Really?
That's a lie.
Go on, what's the next one?
Do you know what? My pronunciation is terrible today. Bastinado.
Bastinado.
It's a clip I see a lot of.
Oh, I know it.
El bastinado. La 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 da da da. Justin Timberlake. No, Justin Bieber.
Justin Timberlake.
Justin Timberlake. It's because I've been watching that documentary.
Go on, I don't know.
This one goes back to the ancient forms of torture, and it's having the soles of your feet whipped or beaten with a crop or a whip.
Okay.
Because feet are really sensitive,
and
not many people can take it.
Yeah, I wouldn't like to try that.
I've done it like once or twice.
Yeah.
And that's about it.
You reckon?
Yeah, not a lot of people can take it. It is the sensitive souls.
I'm sure you've done it more than that.
No, I haven't done it that much on the feet. I've done a lot of tickling on the feet. I've done a lot of like whipping and stuff, but not on the feet.
Oh, really?
It's normally in the ball bag.
Oh.
Okay, number 4, bathroom denial.
Yeah, I can figure that one out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's quite fun. Do you know what? I've had a few clients in the past that will text me and ask me permission to go to the toilet, and poor them. If I'm in a session for 3 hours, these fuckers.
Oh.
One guy actually wet himself instead of actually going to the toilet, and I was impressed. I was like, good.
Nice.
Yeah, I was like, good.
You're easily impressed.
No, I am not. No, I am not.
You are going to get a string of people hoping to meet you one day, and they are going to piss themselves.
Excellent. I cannot wait. Belonophilia.
Who?
Belonophilia.
You changed the pronunciation each time.
Belonophilia. Belonophilia.
Belonophilia.
Yeah.
I don't know. Elon Musk.
It is the sexual interest in sharp objects such as pins, needles, broken glass, razor blades, and potentially painful items.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That seems odd.
Yeah, like I suppose like medical play again. It's like med vet, isn't it, and stuff like because people will get their balls and mouth stapled. They get
they do get needles in the dick.
Tits stapled, bums stapled. They have needles in their backs and make it look all pretty with feathers and stuff and decorations. Like I know a few girls that are really into it.
I'm assuming that's something Kiki's into, is it?
Yeah, she's actually she would take it. She quite likes the old needle play and stuff. She's very good at it. She pierced a man's nipple.
Yes, I remember telling.
Yeah, I couldn't, honestly. I couldn't get it through. It was I didn't realise how hard you would have to push the piercing through.
Really?
Yeah. I see, medvet isn't really my thing. I don't mind doing intox. I don't mind doing breath play.
Yeah.
I don't mind doing a bit of role play. I have done some needle work. I had a guy that was like, can you stick a needle through my testicles? One singular needle. And I was like, no, I'm not doing that. And then continued to harass me on Facebook.
Huh?
I know, weird.
He's got to be an older client if it's a Facebook message.
Yeah, like one of the first I ever saw, he was a very strange dude. And then he didn't like it when I said no. So.
Oh, okay.
I won't name and shame him, but fuck you.
I nearly went for the beat button then.
No. So yeah, he liked needles, and I've done a few needles. I've done a few in the penis and the nipples and stuff, but it's not one of my favourite things to do.
Yeah, I don't think I'd like to witness that.
No, but there are lots of medvet specialists.
There is?
There are.
That horrible Ronnie.
Yeah, she's very good at that sort of stuff. Buffy Brown.
Yeah.
Mistress Jane. Yeah, there's a few, but yeah, it's not my thing.
All right.
Well, yeah, I suppose if I learnt more, it would be my thing, but yeah.
Have you got time?
Nah, ain't nobody got time for that.
Go on then.
Ain't nobody got time for that. Okay, we're going to go for...
You're looking for one you can pronounce, aren't you?
No. Brachioproctism.
Really likes dinosaurs.
The brachioproctism. The brachioproctism. That was a terrible David Attenborough impression.
Oh, is that what that was?
Yes. Okay. It is where you get sexual pleasure from the slow insertion of a body part other than a penis into your rectum.
Insertion.
My brain is not working today. Stop bullying me. I've had a long ass day, broken rib boy.
You've had a lot, and it's hot.
It's hot.
Maybe that's why.
Come
also,
on.
we haven't had dinner.
I know, and it's late. He doesn't even feed me.
All right, I can't remember the name of it. I can't remember what you said other than insertion.
Brachioproctism.
Oh, it's when you like the insertion of something
Shut
into
up.
the anus.
The slow insertion. Oh, I can't. My brain is not working.
So slowly putting stuff in the bum.
Of a body part other than a penis into your rectum. The part is usually a hand, fist, finger, or arm, but it could be a foot.
Okay.
Probably not one to try on a first date, but...
Nah.
Okay.
Go on.
Bukkake. Everyone's always like, is it bukkake or bukkake?
Bukkake. That's the spaffy one.
I don't know why they just don't say loads of guys wanking over a woman.
Yeah.
You have to give it a posh name. Bukkake.
I wonder why it's called bukkake.
I don't know. It's some Japanese thing in it, probably.
Motorbike. Yeah. Bukkake 1000.
Yep. There you go. And then obviously burping fetish, which is self-explanatory.
Good golly.
I still can't do it. I still can't burp on command. I'm annoyed.
How have you got to 39 years old and not know how to burp?
Well, can you fart on command?
Yeah.
Oh, well, you can be doing all the videos then. Well done, you. Well done,
Can I
you.
fart on command? Of course not. Oh, no. I don't even get up when I'm asked.
Okay. We're going on to C now, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we ready?
Mm-hmm.
Candualism.
Candleism.
Candualism.
Candualism.
Yeah, candualism.
Something to do with candles? No? That seems too obvious.
It's named after King Candulus, who wanted to show his naked wife to his servant. Candulism is when a man gets off on exposing his female partner to voyeurs.
Right.
I kind of feel like that would be like...
Dogging.
Dogging. Yeah, like dogging. That's a fancy word for dogging, isn't it? Like,
what's the opposite to a cuck?
what do you mean?
Or cucks like to see the missuses getting banged in that, or the fellas getting banged in that.
I don't think there is something for it. What, they don't like seeing their women banged?
Yeah.
I have no idea. Like, you get a cuck queen, which is the female version of the cucking.
Yeah.
I have no idea what that would be. It's not ever... I don't know if that's a thing. I just think, what? Like, I don't know. Like, it's what? I am shocked. I'm shooketh to my core. Yeah, I have no idea what that would be.
Oh, dear. Oh,
Do you reckon maybe Kanye West has this fetish because he's always getting that woman that he's with to always dress really skimpily?
Which fetish? Sorry, I've lost track.
The candulism thing.
What was it
like,
again?
In the real world, for example,
He
the
likes
woman...
to expose your missus, is what you said.
No, but like, for example, the woman wearing revealing clothing in public. Like, that's part of it. Like, maybe Kanye is either a cuck or a candulism. Maybe Kanye likes to dog. He's always sending her out in, like, very revealing outfits. Maybe that's his thing.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
I think he's been in the paper for other stuff, though, isn't he?
No, he's always in the paper for something, isn't he? Right, castration fantasy.
Yep, know that one.
What one? Go on.
Really? You need me to explain that one?
Yeah.
It's where they fantasize about having their bollocks chopped off.
Yep. Bye-bye bollocks.
Bye-bye bollocks.
Bye-bye bollocks. Bye-bye bollocks. Diddle-oo. Beach Boys could come together to make another one.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, that'd be a good song. Okay, CBT. We already know that.
We do.
We do know that.
That's what you have to do if you want a moped license.
Or cognitive behavioural therapy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, CBD, just cock balls torture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't we have one a minute ago that was ball torture or something?
Yeah, ball busting. They're two different things. Some people like CBT but not ball busting because ball busting is like punching, kicking, hitting.
Yeah.
Some people like CBT, so like stretching of the balls or the balls being weighted down. It's very different. Some people like the punchy pain.
So it's like they're less extreme.
Yeah, some people like the no, because you can punch the cock, but not the balls. I know, very specific. That's why when people say, oh, you know, I like ball busting, and I'm like, do you actually like ball busting or do you like ball weights? Do you like your balls being stretched and squeezed or do you like them being punched?
Stamped on.
Yeah, there's a real big difference pain-wise.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You can test them out later if you want.
Not a chance,
Oh, God, this
pal.
one I don't like, but lots of people in the medfet scene do.
Okay.
Catheterophilia.
Okay. Yeah, I can figure that one out as well.
Yeah, turned on by having a catheter in their urethra or putting one in their partners. Now, this for me, I hate. Not hate doing it to someone, I'd do it to someone.
Yeah.
But for me, having a catheter in is an absolute no. Do you remember I had one in for that operation I had and I kept just trying to get it out? Do you remember I kept trying to pull it out and you were like, it's attached to a balloon inside of you. You will rip the insides out.
Yes, I do remember, yeah.
they
I'm trying
put
to think where we were.
Turkey.
We were in hospital.
Yeah, we were in hospital. And it
wasn't at the pub, was it?
No, it wasn't at the pub. And they put it in like quite weirdly and it just was sitting on my bladder and it kept making me feel like I needed the toilet. And that is a sensation that that's like Chinese water torture for me. I kept thinking I needed the toilet. So I kept going to the toilet, didn't I?
Yeah.
And nothing was coming out. And it was just, yeah, that for me is... Ugh.
Yeah, you were quite animated, weren't you?
Yeah. But some people really enjoy, like, catheters. They really enjoy that part of the medfet.
Really?
Yeah. I see it. It's quite common in, like, the medfet hospital play.
No, I couldn't do that one either.
Yeah.
No.
Right, do you remember this one? CFNM.
Clothed, female, naked male.
And then CMNM.
Clothed...
Male, naked male.
Naked male.
Yeah. So basically, one person is clothed, one person is naked.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So.
Claustrophilia.
Something to do with claustrophobia, I'm
Yeah.
guessing?
A fetish for being confined in small spaces or tight clothing, which is also a massive no for me. I like wearing tight clothing.
Yeah.
I tell you what, if I get stuck in it, I do panic.
You do?
I do. I've actually ripped apart clothing.
Well, you were hollering earlier on this morning you were trying something new
Oh, God, I was trying on a PVC top and my tits were eating it and I couldn't get it over my head and it was stuck with like my arm.
And I was just trying to have a sit down, mind my own business.
Do you know how hard it is trying to get dressed sometimes in the dungeon on my own? I have got stuck so many times. I've had to rip things off me because I've got a client coming in 10 minutes. I've got a fucking top stuck in my armpit.
It's the sole reason that we have the dungeon. It's because I got so sick and tired of helping you get changed and unchanged that I said that enough's enough. Mm-hmm. You need to move out, girl.
Mm-hmm. Okay, right. Coprophagia. Coprophilia.
Coprophilia and coprophagia.
Yeah.
Phagia.
Yeah.
Ooh, I don't know. Is it cop as in COP?
Cop. Like a Robocop. It has nothing to do with what it is.
I don't know.
Okay, shall I put you out your misery?
Nah.
Because I know you're going to love it. It's fun with feces.
Oh, what?
Eating feces or watching others do it.
Oh, no, that's the worst of the worst
Why?
of the worst. I can't handle it.
You are not the scat man.
I cannot do it.
Yeah, but no one's asking you to do it.
No.
Unless I paid you
Can't
handsomely.
hear about it. Oh, no, it's
Stop
not
it.
for me.
Why?
I just don't think it is.
How do you know? You've never tried it.
Oh.
Do you remember when like shitting on a coffee table was a big thing?
Yep.
Like people used to...
There's people going to the Middle East and then writing about it.
Yeah,
I
wasn't
seem
it
to
like in the
remember.
90s or something? There was a big shit movement on coffee tables.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, now it's just shits on face.
Everyone was keeping them shits to themselves in the 80s. And then they were
The
just
90s.
flailing it around during the 90s.
Yeah, they went wild with their shits.
Yeah, I wonder whatever happened to that.
Do you know it is actually quite a big thing in the Middle East, Dubai, things like that? You get girls go over there. I've heard horror stories.
That's where I was reading about it from before.
Horror stories about what goes on
Yeah.
over there. That's why I will not travel there for sessions.
No.
Mm-mm-mm.
Bit of a dodgy one.
Dodgy. Right. Coulrophilia.
No idea.
Coulrophobia is a fear of clowns.
You said it 5 different ways.
I don't know. What do I look like? Do I look like a dictionary?
You look like a dick.
Do I look like the dictionary? Am I a thesaurus? No, I'm not. I'm just trying to read these things. They're really hard. I don't know Latin. I apologise.
Man.
Stop laughing.
Say it again one more time.
Coulrophilia. Okay, it's liking clowns a lot. And also, it's rather brilliantly known as bozophilia. I like that
would have
one.
been easier.
Bozophilia.
That's a cute name.
Do you know what? I think bozophilia must come from that Bozo clown. Bozo the clown.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bozo the clown.
Yeah, of course. Must
So if
have
you
been.
like a cream pie in
Would
the
have
face.
been John Wayne Gacy the
wait.
clown, would it?
Good lord. So that's that one. Okay. Crurophilia.
You really like Cruella de Vil.
No, it's the proper term for a leg fetish.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Crush fetish.
Yeah, I get that one.
Just crushing things. Do you know what? One of the biggest things to crush is fruit and veg.
Really?
Mm-hmm. A lot of people like to see a woman with heels on crushing, like, I don't know, an orange, a banana. Crushing stuff. Tit crushing
like,
as well.
Just with the heels or standing it or sitting on it?
Anything.
Or any
Sitting
sort
on
of
it,
crushing?
bashing it with a tit, anything.
Oh, really?
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. Cuckolding, we all know. Men watching their wives or significant others having sex with other men. Big one. I've got a few cucks on the go at the moment, actually.
Have you?
Yeah.
So what do you do? How do I do cucking?
How
do I do that sentence first?
I get your penis out and I get it on a camera and I say, look at this big cock.
Yeah.
This is my cock.
Yeah.
And you haven't got a nice big cock.
You
and I'm gonna
cannot touch.
tease
You cannot touch. La 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 la.
Sometimes it's just the fantasy. They just want something that they can't have. They like the feeling of not being able to have me and knowing that I'm getting sexually pleased by my partner. Yeah. You can do lots of like text sessions or fantasy-based chats.
Oh, so you do the generic cuck thing, but with a dominatrix twist on it.
Yeah.
That's bloody brilliant.
I know, thank you. Thank you.
How'd you come up with that?
Oh, I don't know, I'm a genius. Oi. How dare you? How dare you? God, do you know what? It is so hot in this room. It's ridiculous. I'm going to have to get naked.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. I'm not going to be able to do that when we've got the bloody video camera on, am I?
What have you done to your mic? You've gone all cloudy.
Hello.
That's better.
I was trying to just slouch down in the chair because someone hasn't fed me today.
Well, no, I've not.
Right, okay. Decryphilia. Decryphilia.
Don't know.
It is getting off on tears. The sexual arousal comes from seeing others cry. But for some, their own tears can be arousing too.
That's what you call it.
Yeah, decry. Decry.
There you go. A lot of my friends have always asked. And now I can tell them she's into decryphilia.
I like the joke that these people have put on it. It says, not to be confused with getting off on poor people's tears, which is called an MP.
Which is called what?
Being an MP. You ruined that one.
Oh no, I thought you were just referencing yourself. And I was like, huh?
This is a very easy one to explain. Death. A death fetish.
Excellent. Next.
Couldn't imagine anyone wanking at a funeral parlour though.
No, I mean, I know some people that would probably try.
Okay, this is a fun one. Delphinophile. A delphinophile. A delphinophile.
They really like potato dauphinoise.
No, they like dolphins.
So close.
Delphinophiles are turned on by dolphins, and some of them want to get physical with our aquatic friends.
I remember.
Please don't.
Back in May, when I believe you went swimming with dolphins.
Yeah.
Is there anything you'd like to tell me?
No, it's against the law. I really enjoyed swimming with dolphins, but they can turn on you at any second. You've always got to have your wits around you. Isn't there like a case where dolphins actually get quite randy with humans? They're like, hey.
Is there?
Yeah, I think there was like a story about it. Like a dolphin thought that this human was its mate and would try and mate with the human.
I think that's more a thing that a human would do with a dolphin than the other way around.
I don't know. Dolphins are
on too many little children's walls to be getting up to that kind of stuff.
Dolphins are rapists. They like fucking for pleasure and they rape each other. And don't they like rape baby seals or something? Like, I don't know.
What, dolphins?
Yeah, dolphins are not kind.
But they're always smiling in every photo I see.
They're being forced to. They're being paid. They're paid extras.
You seal raper.
Yeah, disgusting. Okay. Dendrophilia.
Dendro.
Also known as arbophilia.
They're like trees or
when you
bushes.
Get wood from wood.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, wood from wood.
Yeah, I thought
this extreme form of tree hugging.
Very extreme form of tree hugging. Do you reckon they bore a hole first or do it over time?
Oh,
just
God.
from the casual dry humping.
Imagine all the splinters.
Yeah.
God, I bet that's a fetish as well, picking out splinters out of someone's cock.
Oh, why'd you have to go that way?
I don't know, because I believe that there is a fetish for everything.
Oh, yeah, I can imagine.
Diaper fetish.
Do you reckon there's a fetish for not being able to say words properly?
Yeah.
Do you reckon there's
if
somebody
anyone's
out there
got
now?
that, can you please book a session? Because, look,
reading out really difficult words whilst tired. Do you reckon that's a fetish?
It probably is. It probably is. I'm exhausted. I've got a full-on day tomorrow as well.
You have, haven't you?
I have. I've got like 4 sessions. It's a big old
I think it's raining
day.
tomorrow, so at least it won't be too hot.
It's not. It's like a billion degrees.
No, it's changed.
Oh, has it?
Yeah, I believe it's raining.
Okay, this is one. Dorophilia.
Really likes Dora.
No, not Dora the Explorer.
Okay. Just, I don't know.
Dorophilia is much less worrying than actually having a Dora the Explorer fantasy. It's sexual arousal from fur.
Oh, okay.
The person who used to like humping the pillow used to also like me wearing a fur coat
Yeah.
and would stroke said fur coat as he humped the pillow gingerly.
Oh, okay.
Do you know, I really quite like the feeling of some fur as well.
Yeah?
Yeah, I do. I'm quite a sensory-based person.
Yeah, but that's just autism, love.
I think that's autism. that's true. Dysmorphophilia.
Yeah, okay.
A fetish with people with mental or physical impairments.
Yeah.
So anyone that's attracted to me, hey, you're a dysmorphophilia.
Yeah, you weirdos.
With my mental impairments that I cannot actually pronounce words today. Bloody hell. Okay, dracophilia.
Dracophilia?
Dracophilia. Mouthful, Drakefu. I
really,
can't talk.
You really like ducks.
No, you really are sexually attracted to dragons.
Really? Mm-hmm. Really?
Yeah. I didn't even know that's
sexually attracted to dragons. Also, make-believe dragons, let's be honest, because we don't have others.
Well, they could, yeah, well, I suppose it's like furries. They're make-believe, aren't they?
Yeah, but how can you be sexually attracted to something that's make-believe? I don't get it.
I don't know how it works. I don't know. I didn't write this list.
So you could only get off if you were watching How to Train Your Dragon.
No, I think like other dragon things like Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
I think that would be classed as it if you're wanking to that, and when the dragons come on, you probably.
Yeah, I feel like there's not a lot of material out there for dragon philia people.
I think there's a lot. If you look at dildos today, they're all fantasy based.
Yeah.
Sort of. You get loads of dragon dicks.
Yeah, but where do you go to find some slutty dragon pictures?
The internet.
Do you reckon that's a thing?
Yes, I reckon if I googled it right now, dragon porn. Okay, let's get the computer up. Hang on.
Yeah, okay.
I'm gonna get arrested for this, aren't I?
Do you reckon?
Yeah, probably. Dragon porn.
Yeah.
Well, it's censored. Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can find dragon porn really easy.
Wow. Yep. Dragon porn is a thing. It's a bit like anime.
I don't think it's gonna be that easy.
Most of them are anime because obviously
That's
real dragons don't
crazy.
exist. Oh my goodness! Look at that one. If for the people that can't see my computer, which is all of you, there is
That's
lot of
I
dragon
had
porn.
no idea.
Yep.
Look at it.
Yeah, there's a lot. Oh my god, that dragon is having sex with a horse.
Okay.
Anal sex with a horse. My
Okay.
lord! Wow, the internet is a dark place.
Wow.
There's pages. Dragon Ball Z.
You learn something new every day, don't you?
Train your dragon to be an arse licker. Who's done that? Look at
they've
it.
actually done art for it.
Oh my goodness, these people are
Wow.
mental. And you can get dragon egg butt plugs. Kiki's
Yeah.
got like a dragon dick that squirts cum.
She has, yeah.
She does.
She told me all about it, which
Oh
was
my
nice.
god, you can get fucked up porn comics.
Wow.
There
you go, people.
People's
It's very
imaginations.
easy to get hold of dragon porn.
People's imaginations are fucking wild, aren't they?
Who'd have thought?
Who'd have thought this is what happens when you give people the internet?
Mm-hmm.
I wonder what people were thinking when they did. They were like, oh, I can't wait to share my art with the world.
Do you reckon dragon porn is like a new... Do you reckon it's a new king or it's been around for
No.
like decades and decades?
I think decades, because dragons have been around for decades and decades.
Yeah.
So maybe back in the medieval times when they actually thought dragons were real, maybe that's what they role played. They were like, oh yeah, pretend, Billy, that you're killing and slaying this dragon, and then they'd get like, I don't know, the poor person in the corner to dress up as a dragon, and he could pretend to beat it up, and she's like, yeah, defend me from that dragon in the corner.
Slay that dragon pussy.
Slay it, baby. Yeah.
Do you reckon there's just a chap in a cave somewhere looking at his cave drawing of a dragon
And just having a...
whilst trying to rip the head off it?
Yeah. I love the fact that this is censored on my computer. Like, why? Why are you censoring this dragon porn from me?
Yeah, it shows how much you use your computer, I guess.
Dragon porn on Pornhub. Oh my goodness, they actually have CGI dragon
There are
porn.
other porn websites out there, by the
And
way.
it's got 1 million views.
Wow. Well,
There
what
are-
a
yeah,
hole
there's-
we fallen into here?
There are obviously loads and loads of porn sites, but this one always pops up. I don't know why.
Wow, that's a lot of...
Yep.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. If you're at home, Google dragon porn and you're welcome.
Is that it for the A to Z of Kink now?
Yeah, for today. But can I just say that I have just come upon My Little Pony porn.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. That's also a thing. There's a guy actually having sex with a Oh my god. You can't do that to Rainbow Dash. He's fucking Rainbow Dash. There's a guy and he's cut a hole out of Rainbow Dash from My Little Pony and he's fucking it. A 2-minute clip and it's got 36,000 views.
Oh, he actually is.
Oh my god, that's a kid. Oh my god, no wonder you're wearing a mask, sunshine.
Oh, that poor soft toy.
Oh my god. One video, that's his one video. I like this. People couldn't just live with putting them in jars and I like it. What? I always really enjoy going on Pornhub to read the comment section. I always think the comment section.
Yeah, me too.
is
Yeah,
banging.
yeah. The comment section, yeah, it's great. Yeah, I always do the same. Yeah.
Always. Absolutely always. Is that what you go on there to do? The comments are fucking wild.
Is this podcast going to contain anything else or just you
No,
scrolling
sorry.
through Pornhub?
I am just scrolling through Pornhub now. Disgusting. Right. Next, what we're doing. You've got your question of the day. What is it? Reddit question?
I have, but before we get there,
Oh, God, what? What are you going to make me do?
Time to open your inbox.
Oh, God. Right. Let me see what I've got. Let's see what... Don't. I haven't looked in it for a while. Oh, why'd you make me go to these dark places?
Well, because it's the most enjoyable part of my day is hearing the crazy that comes out of your inbox.
I don't know if I'm going to find anything crazy.
Oh,
here we go.
straight away.
Okay. How much for sessions? This was in March 2022, and then he comes back in April 2024. Please, can we have a fart session? I will pay £400 for an hour worth of farts. Let me lick that English bumhole as you fart on my tongue. I'll even eat your shit. God, do you know what? He just went straight in there 2 years later. He was like, I'm done with this. I'm done with this way. Let me lick that English bumhole.
Where was that? From April. It's the end of July. Where has that been?
It's been in my other folder.
Oh, you've still been going through your trash folder?
Yeah.
Oh, you've been keeping them for open your inbox, haven't you?
No, it's just because I opened it today and I was like, what the hell is this fresh, sweet nonsense? Because sometimes you get actual inquiries go into the spam. Low quality.
You had any nice ones today?
Yeah, ever been dommed? Some girls like it in their spare time when they're not the mistress. Your tits are unreal, by the way. Wish you was in Essex. It's a really nice one. Thanks, Ben.
He's obviously listened to the podcast about not having to travel for it.
Oh, he's even got a picture.
Like, you're really fit, but nah, you're not right next to where I live.
He's even got a picture of him and his girlfriend in his profile picture.
Shut up.
Oh,
really?
Yes, he has.
Oh,
yes,
he looks like a wrong one as well, doesn't he?
Tits are unreal, by the way. Cheers, my mans. This guy keeps coming back. I don't know what he's up to. I wish you would be my wife and cut my testicles so we don't have kids, and then you and I get married and we'll have sex. I love you so much. He just pops up on every single platform.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was on my Instagram. I've already read this one out because he's everywhere.
Your Instagram's going a bit busy at the minute, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's getting there. It's slow growth, but I've got a guy today.
Sounds like my life.
I've got a guy who he just constantly, I've blocked him on so many different medias, and he's just constantly asks me questions like, what hotel are you at? Like, I'm going to tell you. Like,
wow.
What? And then he says, if you want me to bring cash to apologise, I will. If you want me to bring cash as an apology, I will. And he just, over and over and over again. It's like, my man, nah. If you're blocked, that's generally it. That's it. Like, you fucked up, my man. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, I mean, people push quite far before you block them as well, don't they, sometimes?
Yeah, like, I would say, one of my friends, she just blocks straight off the go. She's like, nope, see you later, alligator.
Yeah. Yeah, some people are quite real strict, like, if it's not exactly what you've asked for.
Yeah. Oh, morning, miss. I started watching your podcast and I thought it was really good, but you've got to spill the beans on the bad dom. I'd actually hate to think I'm following this person on Twitter. Podcast aside, hope you have a kinky day, or should I say vanilla day for your partner?
Oh, that's cute.
Oh, that's a nice one.
That's a lovely message. I like those messages.
Yeah, they're sweet. I really enjoy it when people enjoy our podcast. And lots of people, FYI, love your podcast.
Nice.
Thanks. That's all he's put, though, FYI, for your information.
Well, it's a pertinent point to make. Is it not?
It very much is.
Also, I've got a question for you.
Go on then.
From the Reddits.
Okay, here we go then.
From the BDSM Advice subreddit. Me, female, 28, my partner, male, 40, are both naturally submissive. In the past, this has caused a few issues when it comes to the bedroom, as we both enjoy being dominated, but neither of us really felt comfortable being dominant. We do both switch now on occasion, which has been great. Being dominated doesn't really come naturally to me. I feel insecure when I dominate my partner, as I feel I'm not very good at it and I don't always know what to do. In his previous relationships, his partners have always been dominant, and he has always said how good they were at it and how much he enjoyed it. I would like to improve, as I feel it would improve our sex life and make him happier. Any advice?
Ooh. Well,
how does one become more dominant in the scene?
It's really hard. If you haven't got it in you, then I can imagine that's quite hard. It's not something I've ever not had, so I'm probably not the best person to talk to about it, but I will give you my take on it anyway. Two submissives. I think it's all about trial and error. You've got to try things. I think when people are submissive, they're too scared, they're not confident, and that comes across when they're trying to be dominant.
Yeah.
Part of being dominant is being confident and knowing what you're going to do and taking that control. And I think when you've got two submissives, they're both sort of like, ooh.
Yeah.
I think getting dressed in dominant gear is the first step. I think that really...
Yeah, transform yourself.
Yeah, like you're playing a role, so play it. Get dressed for it. I think a lot of it is your partner seeing you dressed up in dominant gear.
Yeah.
Like, I think that is the first box already ticked. Then if you're like super, super nervous, I would suggest blindfolding them, because then you not feeling so much pressure.
Yeah, less
Do you know what I mean?
self-conscious.
Yeah, get them to worship your boots and stuff, and then you'll feel less self-conscious when you blindfold them. So the next part can be you blindfolding them, doing some basic tying to the bed, just teasing. It doesn't always have to be like face slapping, spitting, degrading.
Yeah, fuck them up, yeah.
Yeah, fucking punch them in the nuts. It doesn't have to be that. So I'd say blindfolds and tie-in tease. If you feel comfortable doing some dirty talking, then try and do some dirty talking. Some people don't feel comfortable with that, but just
What, don't
do
feel
it.
comfortable doing the dirty talking?
Yeah, a lot of
Really?
people. Yeah, a lot of people are shy about it.
Huh.
It is, yeah, it's something. And even with dominatrixes, I find when I'm filming with others or when I'm in a session with others, a lot of them don't do a lot of talking. They're just concentrating on what they're doing. But I think a lot of it is setting the scene for your partner. It's
Yeah.
more mental than it is even physical. As if you're setting the scene and you're whispering in their ear like, I'm going to fucking hurt you, or you're a good boy and this is what you're going to do. And you just sort of, if you almost do a commentary on what you're doing, like, I'm going to grab your nutsack. I obviously don't say that, but like,
Yeah, but
you
whatever
get in
it is
their
you're
head.
doing, yeah.
Yeah, whatever they're doing, like, I'm gonna tie your balls up. I'm going to make you beg for me. I want you, like, you know, and then the more you practice, the better you become at it. And
Yeah, I suppose so.
it's
Plus,
like
I think
anything.
having just a real easy conversation about what it is you're both looking to get out of it. Like,
Yeah,
what
like-
is it he wants to be dominated in during doing? Like, that'd be a good place to start as well, right?
Yeah. I've just noticed you're wearing shorts. You never wear shorts.
I'm extremely hot.
Good Lord. Look at your little white legs. Yeah, sorry, I got distracted there. I was like, oh my
Can you
Lord.
see nut? Or can you see nut or something? Is that what it is?
Well, you're holding one, so yes, I can see. But yeah, no, I would just suggest taking it slow. Do you know what? Even watching some dominatrix porn, maybe, to give you a bit more confidence. But you've got to find out what it is that they like about the domination and go from there. What is it you like about being dominated? And then maybe you can take some of that into your practice.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have to go hardcore. You don't need to buy whips and massive dildos or anything. They might just like being spoken to sternly, boot worship, and a finger in the bum. And then you just practice. You know, my first finger in the bum didn't go successfully, but I
didn't mean to
practiced.
put it there, to be fair.
But like, it's practice, and you just, the longer you are with someone, the more comfortable you can become.
Oh, yeah,
and
become a lot easier, right?
yeah, or maybe do like a date night where you meet in a hotel and you make the whole thing a role play.
Oh, like a make-believe.
Yeah, and then sometimes that gives people the confidence. Like,
Yeah.
I am always dominant and I'm always bossy, but I do think there's something to be said about dressing up for the part. A lot of people don't, and that's fine. People in sessions don't. I always enjoy the dressing up element of it because for me, it gives me that power, that control. It makes me feel more authoritative. It gets me in that zone, and I kind of like that getting ready. I'm getting all in my gear. You know, in my head, I'm getting ready. I'm getting ready mentally and physically.
I always know when you're getting ready because I can hear Eye of the Tiger blasting out the room.
Boom, boom, boom. Practicing for my speed boxing. Boom, boom, boom. Eye of the tiger. But yeah, I think, you know, if you're a established couple and you want to give it a go, give it a go. There's no right or wrong way to kink. Just don't
There's
top.
definitely a wrong way to
Don't
think.
top from the bottom. Don't bottom from the top. Don't top from the bottom. Don't bottom from the top. Yeah. And if your partner's not doing something you like, don't snap at them. Don't tell them off. Gently encourage them, because the quickest way to scare a woman away from being dominant is to tell them off or to tell them they're doing something wrong. It's like a shit sandwich. You cuddle it with something nice. You're like, oh, babe, oh, but can you do it? If you do it like this, and oh, that would be amazing. But the other bits you did were really good. Like, you need positive encouragement. Even if you're not loving it on your first go, if you want your woman to be dominant, it's going to be a practice thing if she's not used to it.
Yeah. A lot of conversation.
And the vice versa. If a man wants to try being dominant, because I can imagine a lot of submissive men trying to be dominant as well. Like, what advice would you give them? Because you're a dominant man.
I'm just a normal me. I'm just a normal
Yeah,
but just a Daniel.
Yeah, but you're not a submissive man. I would say you were more dominant than you are submissive.
Yeah, well, yeah. Yeah, I suppose. I don't
So
really,
just a little
I don't
bit
really label
spanking.
things too much, do
No.
I?
But it's, you've just got to listen to your partner, have a conversation about it.
That's the biggest piece of advice I can give. I always say that. I say this in most podcasts.
But like,
Have an open conversation with the other. What are you doing to your mic again? It all sounds weird.
I know. I was going to say though, like for men, it's harder because they can't get dressed and. Sorry, do I sound like I'm in a can?
Yeah, that's better.
For men, like they obviously can't dress up as much, can they? They can't put the knee-high boots on and stuff like that. So how would a man get into character? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I don't know it from a male
I don't know if there really is one. I don't know if there's like a open the curtains moment. Really,
I'm just wondering because obviously I'm the female dominant. I don't know what it would be like to be the male dominant.
No, I can't imagine there's an awful lot of difference.
You just fake it till you make it, baby. Fake it till you make it. That's what I say. The good old NPC handbook. As long as it's safe. As long as it's safe, consensual, fake it till you make it, babies.
Yeah.
Because that's what everyone fucking the internet is doing.
That's what everybody in the world's doing.
Oh, yeah. All these girls on Instagram, all these people pretending to be famous. They're all faking it till they make it.
Yeah, just winging it, I think.
Winging it. Yeah.
That's what I like to do. I like to wing it.
Yeah. And who knows? You might have even more fun winging it. I think people go in there as well too prepared. I think people have built it up so much in their head. With my sessions, people are like, oh, have you got a session plan? Have you got that? Have I fuck? I've read what you like. And I'll go off my natural instincts. Luckily for me, I'm dominant and I'm doing a job that I love and I'm well suited for.
And you're a professional and you've been doing it for a long time.
Yeah. And so for me, like, I know how long someone's been in a particular position. I know how long I've been doing the session for without even looking at the clock. That's why I don't clock watch, because I can tell.
Do you even have a clock in the dungeon?
No, I don't. I have a phone, but it's very rare that I look at it. I naturally know. I don't know how that works, but I naturally know.
I wonder.
Yeah, how weird. Yeah, I don't know, but I naturally know. But it's just, it's practice. Practice makes perfect. You can't ride a bike on the first go. So... yeah. You can't be a dom on your first go. You can give it a good old crack, but you're not going to be a professional.
There you go, person in
Reddit.
BDSM advice.
I know, you should put the link in there.
Very long-winded response.
To be fair, you should put the link in everything that we answer so they could have some solid advice. From two sexually sane, sound people.
Hey, look, they're asking for advice on there. Then it's too late. They should have already been listening to the podcast.
Exactly.
Although, to be fair, I do look on there quite a lot. Mainly because of this podcast, I guess. I'm always reading questions and stuff on there, and there is some very sound advice on that platform.
Well, it's good that people are having open conversations about kink.
Yeah,
and that's nice. This is why we do what we do, so that vanillas and kinksters, we can bring everybody together, and things that you might not know or things that I might not know, we can talk about.
Yeah. Yeah, that's very true. And I can just keep making stuff up and hoping it works. Yeah?
If you want.
Yeah.
Imagine if I just made stuff up and hoped it worked.
You've been doing that for years.
Oh.
Fake it till you make it.
Do you know what I saw in the shop that I really want? A dildo gun.
What now?
A dildo gun.
The fuck is a dildo gun?
It's exactly what it is.
Wait, it shoots dildos out?
No, it doesn't shoot it.
It's like
a gun. It's like a gun attached to like it's like a.
Oh, like a reciprocating saw.
Like a dildo drill.
Yeah, it's a reciprocating saw, isn't it? Where did we see that?
In
Amsterdam.
No, in a sex shop near us.
I thought it was a sex shop in Amsterdam. No,
it was a sex shop near us.
Oh, okay.
And I really wish that I'd got it at the time because I haven't seen it ever since. It just looked like it would save my forearms.
Yeah, I suppose it probably would. Yeah.
But and then I suppose it takes the person out of pegging, doesn't it? And some people like the personal touch when it comes to their pegs. Personally pegged by Poison. The new fragrance. It smells of arseholes.
We'll be able to buy that soon on our new Etsy store.
Yep. Okay, do you know what? If you come to the dungeon and you get pegged by me, you can have a t-shirt, pegged by Poison. Could you imagine it? Pegasus. Ooh.
Yeah, we'll put those on the merch store, pegged by Poison.
Yeah. You can even get fucked by your own poison bottle.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that would be really cool. Making a poison bottle dildo.
Yeah, that's one of the ideas.
Ooh. Also, I'm just going to put it out there. My name is currently being trademarked. So if anyone wants to steal my name, you cannot no more.
They can't have it.
You can't have it.
It's your name.
It's my name. Because lots of people would be trying to steal it.
Yeah, well, they steal it a lot on the internet anyway, don't they?
They do.
As you often moan about.
I do. I do like to have a little moan about it, don't I?
Do you reckon it's because people want to be you or they just want to steal your fans?
Both.
Do you reckon?
Little column A, little column B. People want the money.
Mm.
So they pretend to be me and get deposits and stuff sent. Do your homework, people. Please don't fall for it. And then some people do just want, oh, look, she looks quite popular, so I would like to have that.
You just want the notoriety.
Yeah, you know, like when a celebrity, like I'm not a celebrity, but you know, like when people are celebrities.
You are in my house.
Oh, thanks, babe. Population too.
Mm-hmm.
And 6 cats. When people are celebrities and people like to pretend them, I cannot talk. Pretend to be them on the internet. They do like parody accounts or like, oh, I'm the number one fan account and things like that. Like, I'm Britney's number one fan and stuff. Like people like that, like because it makes them feel not alone. I guess it makes them feel like there's something.
Yeah, but why do they always end up getting to the point? What? No, that's the wrong way of phrasing it. How do people get to the point where they're constantly ripping off your stuff? It's just got to be a money grab thing, surely.
Yeah, it's just a money grab thing. Loads of mistresses have that problem. It's
Strange,
like any,
huh?
I think it's like any industry, any celebrity, anything. You know, like scam artists in Africa when they're like, yeah, I'm Keanu Reeves, send me
Not just Africa, there's scam artists from everywhere.
Yeah, we're scam friendly here.
Scam friendly.
Scam friendly. No matter what continent you're on. We're not scam. I wouldn't know what the word would be for that.
Scamist.
We're not scamist. We're not ageist. We're not scamist. We're not homophobic.
No.
No scamist.
None of those things.
None of those things.
We only kink shame. And on that bombshell, ladies and gentlemen, that was episode 7-ish, I think.
I don't know. I've melted into a puddle at this point.
I've melted into a puddle. I'm
my
starving.
My brain has gone.
And my ribs hurt.
Feed me, Seymour.
Right, love you.
Love you too.
See you later, fuckers.
You big bitch.